All right, and next up here on the Fantasy Flex is our Elite Entry segment where we dive into the Prize Picks app to build some entries. Brandon identifies some markets he likes, you build your own Prize Picks entries, and all of us have a little fun and make some money. So today we are going to look at Thursday night plays for week 13 on Prize Picks. Hit us with some plays you like.
Yeah, so this is a very mashed potatoes-y sort of Thursday night game. We're on a cold, weird stretch of Thursday night games. Of course, last week on Thanksgiving, we had 3 games, but we did not record last week. Our games before, it genuinely feels like this is like the 5th or 6th straight week that we're going into our Thursday Prize Pick segment, and we like don't know who the quarterback is for one of the teams. So there are precious few options here right now. There are no names on the Saints that we can play because we don't know if Taysom Hill is going to start or if it's Trevor Siemian. We don't know if Alvin Kamara is back or not. So I guess there are a couple of receivers that you can do, but I'm staying away from the Saints. What we know about New Orleans is that they're very good defense, especially that they're an excellent run defense. So I know there's been a lot of talk this week about Ezekiel Elliott and would he sit out? No, he's not going to sit out. We're going to pound it and give him the ball a lot of times. I don't buy it. You don't run the ball a lot against the Saints defense. So that's kind of the angle I'm going for here. So first play, I'm taking the under on Ezekiel Elliott, under 50.5 rushing yards. He's been under that for the last 5, and the one over is by 1 yard. So over that 5 games, 199 yards total over 5 games. That was like Thanksgiving dinner for Ezekiel Elliott in past years. And he's just not doing it this year. So I'm taking the under. I'm going over on Dak Prescott's completions, not the yards necessarily, because that's been variable, but I think that they're going to have more of a volume passing game here. So first 5 games for Dak, he had 24.4 completions per game. 5 games since, 27.8. And his attempts have gone from 33 to 42 plus over that span. So over these 5 recent games, that's 4 overs on Dak completions over this number. The only one under was that really ugly Denver game when Dallas just didn't show up at all. So I think less running, a little more Tony Pollard, but a lot more Dak throwing the ball around, especially now that it looks like Amari Cooper maybe will play. I'm not sure if he will. So I had 2 other names here. One of them was CeeDee Lamb receiving yards over. You can add that if you want. I can't really recommend in good faith right now without knowing about Amari Cooper. I was going to add it assuming Cooper wasn't playing. If he's not, maybe that's still a good play. CeeDee's yardage has been pretty high all but a few games. He had one bad game that Denver won. He had a game against the Chiefs that he left hurt. The other games, he's averaging 88 yards a game. So there's a pretty high ceiling there. However, that line is going up and there's the Cooper question mark. I'll leave him out for our play today. I'm going to play instead Dalton Schultz, their tight end, over 39.5 receiving yards. He's been over that 8 out of 11 games this season, and he's had 6+ targets in 8 of 11 games too. So he's going to quietly become a little bit of that breakout-ish tight end that people were hoping for, I think, there. So yeah, last time that we did our Prize Picks entry, we won. We were 4 for 4 on Patriots and Falcons, going all under. So not all unders this time. Yeah, you love to see it. That was a 10 times hit if you played the power play and got all 4 of those. So we're going with just 3 today. Dak Prescott over 20.5 completions. Dalton Schultz over 39.5 receiving yards. Ezekiel Elliott under 50.5 rushing yards. Let's see if we can hit 2 in a row.
I really, really like those first 2. I think the Dalton Schultz one just scares me, possibly because of the uncertainty with Amari Cooper. I mean, it just stinks that we have to make these picks not knowing anything about the game, basically. So I mean, it'll be interesting. But like to your point, the Saints' run defense is really strong. So I could definitely see Zeke going under that, despite what Jerry Jeudy says about a heavy load. That was the tweet of the week, by the way. I could definitely see him going under that, especially with the split with Pollard. Pollard looks really good. So, I mean, I think that they're going to continue to feature him. And then to that point about the run defense being really strong, I can definitely see Dak airing it out a lot. I mean, he attempted 47 passes last week. So and that was with his 2 best receivers out. So I can definitely see there being a lot of passing in this game. But yeah, go out there and put that lineup in because Brandon is giving out winners here.
Right.
As a reminder, you can mix and match fantasy points and player props to make your lineups super spicy. Also, PrizePicks markets move, so you will want to be nimble to lock in the best numbers. If you have not created a PrizePicks account yet, please check out the link in our episode description because PrizePicks has a special offer for Fantasy Flex listeners. They will match your first deposit up to $100. Just click the link in our episode description or visit prizepicks.com and use promo code ACTION10.